The coalition military campaign plan we laid out last January has been on track and proceeding just as we envisioned. And today's ministerial provided an opportunity to review the results of our ongoing operations, to discuss what more we can all do to enable capable, motivated local forces, and to ensure that the certain defeat of ISIL is a lasting defeat. I was pleased to hear around the table today a number of coalition countries announce additional military contributions that they'll be making to accelerate the campaign. And that's why we also talked about significant steps we're taking to destroy ISIL's metastases around the world, and also to dismantle ISIL's external operations network, killing key leaders, plotters, and facilitators of attacks, destroying their bases of operations, and cutting off their resources to ensure that we protect our homelands and our people. Building on the principles we endorsed in Paris this October, we also discussed how to further fulfill our commitments to the necessity to sustain the coalition beyond the defeat of ISIL in Iraq and Syria. As ISIL attempts to relocate or reinvent itself, it's critical to ensure the Iraqi security forces and our local partners in Syria have the training and enabling they need to continue to address this threat in whatever form it takes, so that they can provide lasting security long after ISIL is defeated. In concert with the international community's stabilization, humanitarian, and governance efforts, which is why I frequently said, and my colleagues in these meetings have frequently said, we must not allow the rest of the campaign to lag too far behind the military campaign. Our enduring commitments are crucial to ensuring that once the coalition wins the battle, it also wins the peace. That's also one of the key lessons lessons learned that I shared today. For example, as we look to the future of our campaign, there's clear value in our strategic approach of enabling local forces to seize and hold territory rather than attempting to substitute for them. This approach has not only been effective, it's also sustainable, and it'll be necessary to continue this kind of cooperation with our local partners. As you know, we're undergoing a presidential transition in America right now. And as I did today with my counterparts, I will share my lessons learned with my successor at the appropriate time, detailing the logic of our campaign plan and the strategic approach and how we're seeing results on the ground. And among my recommendations will be the need for the United States to remain actively engaged as a leader of this coalition to ensure that we deliver ISIL a lasting defeat and continue to protect our homelands. Our coalition can, and I'm confident we will, finish this job together. Now, as Secretary Fallon noted, the two of us had a very productive meeting this morning where we discussed our growing, ever-growing bilateral defense partnership and signed, as he noted, an important agreement on the future of U.S.-UK aircraft carrier cooperation. This will enable U.S. Marine Corps F-35 stealth fighters to join the first operational deployment of the UK's Queen Elizabeth aircraft carrier in 2021. It's one example of many that illustrates how our alliance benefits the security of both our nations as we do more and more together.